Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today. And today we're going to be talking about, I've been getting a lot of comments about it, so I wanted to talk about it. And I'm really mixed feelings with this one. Should the Rockets fire Steven Silas? You know, I think it's way too early to be talking about this. I don't think this is a move that is going to be made early in the season. And I say this, and then a couple games will go by, and the Rockets will lose. The Rockets will fire him. I'm pretty sure he won't get fired. I do not like some of the choices he's made this season. It's been a very tough season, and we'll talk about those choices I don't like that he's made. But he's had a really tough time as the Rockets head coach, as he's 39 and 129. With his 2 full seasons in the 14 games this year. That's a very hard record to go as. If you look at the last 2 seasons of tanking for draft picks, for tanking for Jalen Green and Jabari Smith, so I really don't want to count those seasons against him. If you think about it, all the stuff he had to start with coming into the Rockets organization with James Harden and Russell Westbrook. So that first season, I really don't want to put on blame of him. That season they went 17 and 55. I don't want, even though they had a really bad season that year, they weren't trying. They were trying to lose, and thank God they weren't trying to win, because now we got a super talent in Jalen Green. And last year it's not like we were playing better, but we weren't playing that much better. And then we got 20 wins. And so, I don't know how to explain this, but we were taking it for Jabari too. We were trying to get the number 1 draft pick. We could have Jalen Green and Paulo right now, but that screwed us over. So I think there's some decisions he's made. There's some bad coaching decisions he's done, and I really don't think that they're going to fire him. I think him and Rafael Stone have a good relationship, and I think Rafael Stone's a good GM. I like what he's doing for the Rockets, so I definitely don't want him to go. My close family friend of ours, too. Family. He's a friend of the family, so I don't want him to go. I think he's been doing some good things with the Rockets. I just think it's really way too early in this rebuild. Yeah, they look like shit. There's some things we do. But I really, should Steven Silas pretty much be fired? But I want to give it the rest of the season. I really do. If you think about it, we don't really have that much time left in the season. I know it just started, but 70 games are going to go by so fast. It really is. I looked at it today, and I saw whatever it was, a report. It was like a review, giving awards out for the first month of the season, and I was like, holy crap, it's already been a month. It was like, feels like last week the season was starting. So the season will go by quick, and so I just think give Steven Silas and these guys some time. They're a young team. If you think about it, these last 2 seasons, they've been the youngest team in the NBA. I think they still are one of the youngest teams in the NBA. They probably are. Them and the Spurs are the Thunder and the Spurs are pretty young, but I would bet, I think Eric Gordon and Boban on the team might make it a little hard for them to be the youngest, but the Rockets are one of the, if not the youngest team in the NBA. So, I think a 39 and 128 record with the youngest team in the NBA going up against a bunch of great NBA teams. Like, we're in the Western Conference, man. Think about that. That's the hardest place to play when it comes to basketball. The Western Conference is the hardest place to, and you also think about this, the way the Rockets have been playing. People say, "Oh, yeah, did we look bad? Are we 2-12?" But the amount of good teams we played this season, all Rockets fans should have known it was going to be tough to start the year. We have a very, very hard schedule to start this season. There is not one good team that we have not played this season besides the Magic, and they've looked a little good as well. They've had some good moments this season too. So besides the Magic, there's not really a bad team we played. We played the Hawks, we played the Bucks, we played the Grizzlies. We almost beat them. We played the Clippers 3 times. We played I think we already said the Grizzlies. We played the Suns. We played the Blazers. They look good. Who else? We played the Jazz twice. Even beat them once. And we played the Pelicans, the Wolves, the Bucks. So, and I think there might be the Raptors. I think that might be all the games this season. But yeah, can you name? I don't think one of those teams is not going to go to the playoffs. I think every single one of those teams I just listed, besides the Magic, will go to the playoffs. So there's not one team this season that we have played besides the Magic that this season so far that's not going to be in the playoffs. So 2-12 against all these playoff teams besides the Magic is pretty good in my opinion. So yeah, let's give it to the rest of the season, guys. Yeah, should Steven Silas pretty much be fired? There's some bad coaching decisions he makes, like the way he needs to work on dealing at the end of the games. The Rockets have been horrible at the end of the games. There's probably 4 games that the Rockets should have won this year that they have not been able to finish out. Like the Clippers game on October 31st that they were not able to win. They had like a 93-85 lead, and they ended up losing 93 to 95. That was an awful That was an awful finish. You got the Pelicans the other night. You were tied with 2:58 to go, 106, and the final score was 119-106. This one, they didn't play that bad down the stretch, but the Rockets played the Grizzlies the second game of the season, and they had a 17 or 20-point lead at the end of the second quarter and had a lead all the way down to like a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter, and they were not able to get the win that one. Then you got the Raptors. They had a 12-point lead in the second quarter. They did blow the lead and were able to get a fourth quarter lead in 89-87. I don't know how I remember all this stuff, guys. They were able to get an 89-87 lead in the fourth quarter, and with 7 minutes to go. And the Rockets ended up losing by 7. They've not been able to finish ball games good. They were down the Suns game. I think they were down like 5 or 4 down the stretch with like 4 minutes to go. They ended up losing by 15. So they have not been able to finish ball games right. And I think I want to start seeing the Rockets do that. We need to work on the turnovers. We need to work on the we need to work on the turnovers. We need to work on all of the finishing the games right and trying to win games early and able to compete in late ball games. So, yeah, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. For right now, I say keep Steven Silas. Most likely, do you fire him at the end of the season? Yes. If I'm the GM, I fire Steven Silas at the end of the season. Do I think Steven Silas will be fired at the end of the season? No, I do not. I think there's too much of a relationship. I think there is a trust when it comes to Steven Silas and Rafael Stone. So I do not think the Rockets will fire Steven Silas in the season. Should they? Probably yes. But that is my opinion, and that's it for the video. Let me know your thoughts, and peace out. Go Rockets.